welcome to Paul's Take. So if you were watching my videos, you realized the last episode, or the one before, I test drove a Jeep Wrangler. It's the first time I drove a Jeep Wrangler in a long time. It was a 4-door, it was manual transmission. It was nice. It was a 2018, very low miles. It was 29,000 miles on it. And it was really nice. I did like it a lot. But there are some things that I like about this Jeep Liberty even more. Let's talk about what I like about the Liberty. First off, I think the most important thing for me is I actually like the size of the Liberty more than the Wrangler. The Wrangler is a bigger vehicle. It's longer, maybe it's a tad wider. The width wasn't an issue, but I feel like it's kind of long. I felt like it was too long. I feel like the 4-door is a little too long, and the 2-door is a little too short. It's completely impractical. I feel like the Liberty, the size is just right. And okay, so otherwise, okay, another thing. I think I mentioned that how well I like the driving of it, of the Wrangler, but this has independent front suspension, and the Wrangler has a front live axle. And I do feel like the advantage to the Wrangler was the fact that it was brand new. And also, I think these tires, the Wrangler had stock tires on there. And it wasn't a Rubicon, it was just a Sport. So I think that the main difference between the quality of the ride was the fact that it had new tires that were less aggressive than mine, and mine are bigger tires, and they're aired up pretty tight. And I think if it wasn't for the fact that for that reason, I think that's why the Wrangler felt like it drove pretty good. But I think if this one had the same kind of tires, it would have probably been the same, if not better. Ride quality, I think realistically, they both drive great. They're both fine. I mean, I do think the Liberty probably overall, after you get some years on a Wrangler, you'll realize the Liberty overall handles better. But the Wrangler wasn't that bad. That wasn't a big issue. Okay, but that was definitely a point for the Jeep Liberty. The next thing is, believe it or not, I'm not sure if I want a convertible, or say a cloth top, or even have the headache of having the removable hardtop on the Wrangler. Liberty is solid, it's a solid roof, and the main reason why I think I prefer the Liberty's structure is because I live in the South and it rains a lot and it has thunderstorms a lot. So I'm driving home all the time and there's thunderstorms going on a lot on a regular basis. And I definitely would feel more secure with this rooftop than with a convertible soft top. You know what I'm saying? Even the plastic, I don't think the plastic would do much. I don't think it has the same effect if you get struck by lightning as the metal hardtop. So I think that's a plus for me. I think I feel more safe. Now, convertibles would be nice too if you're going off-roading and the temperature's nice. I live in the South also, so it's always really either too hot or too cold. So, and also the fact that it's more secure in here, meaning like nobody's gonna. It's less likely you could break into it. You could just put a knife to a cloth convertible top. Where this one is steel, so if you're living in the hood or being attacked by zombies, you have that extra security of having a solid roof, solid sidewalls, everything is solid. Steel protects you instead of the cloth. So that's another positive for the Liberty. The Wrangler, I do like the fact that mine has that hatchback. It's that pops the hatch up, puts stuff underneath, puts stuff inside, and with the cloth top, it's kind of goofy because you gotta swing the door, which is not bad, swing the door open. But then you have to roll up the thing, the cloth, plastic window. That's kind of a drag too. So it seems like the Liberty is more a practical vehicle than the Wrangler. So I think the reason why I like the Wrangler overall was the new factor. It was a newer vehicle. And actually the one I drove, it looked brand new. It looked and felt and smelled brand new. It was like mint condition. So it was like a new vehicle. And this one, of course, this is almost 10 years old now, and it's been used pretty hard by me and whoever had it before me. So it doesn't feel new by any means. But I think if this was brand new, and a Wrangler's brand new, I don't know, I might actually prefer the Liberty overall. Because it doesn't really have a good four-wheel drive system. This is not a chump. Oh, I know, the one thing I did like about the Wrangler is the fact that you put bigger tires on there. You could get bigger tires on this, but not as big as I like. I like to have, on this thing, 31 to 33 inches tires, and I might be able to get 31s, but I definitely can't get 33s unless I do some serious work on it, which I don't want to do, like start chopping things up and stuff. So that is a pro for the Wrangler, which is a big pro, to be honest with you. That is probably the biggest thing pushing me to get the Wrangler, is the fact that I can get bigger tires on here. Because tires definitely make a difference when you're going off-roading. More traction, the better. And these tires I have right now are maybe 30-inch tires, even that. Maybe a hair under 30. So, yeah, I think I would do a lot better with 33s. And I believe, okay, this one here has it's a open differential. It's got the four-wheel drive, but it doesn't have any kind of lockers. Posi traction lockers, what we call them. Whereas the all the newer Wranglers has at least a brake assist kind of a limited slip kind of system. Apparently works pretty good. Now it's not as good as like the Rubicon has front and rear lockers. That's the ideal. But if you're talking about, you know, trying to like buy one for decent money, you know, I can potentially get the Willy. The Willy seems like a pretty good deal when compared to new vehicles. Not compared to this. You buy two Liberties or two or three Liberties for the nice ones too, for the price of one Willy. All right, is there anything else? Let's see here. Oh, one thing nice about the Wrangler, I gotta say, is that it was you can get one in a manual. Oh, how cool would that be to have an off-road vehicle in a manual? So this one right here is obviously automatic. It really comes in automatic. But it'd be cool if it was a manual. The Wrangler seems has a little more power, or at least I guess it's rated pretty good amount more power, but it doesn't seem like, when I drove it, it didn't feel that much faster. If anything, it felt about the same. So I don't know if it really is faster. It probably is a little bit. Maybe in a stock form without the bigger tires, but I know once you get the bigger tires, are slowing down pretty fast. So that was a, oh wow, look at that. I see a trail. Where that goes. Oh, interesting. Interesting trail. We'll see. I'll show you. See that? That's a trail, buddy. Let's go for a little bit. Let's go explore a little. Ooh, very overgrown trail. Oh, there's a house right there. Oh, how creepy. Wow, an abandoned house. Probably some homeless people in there. Can you see it? All right, it's not a good sign. I'm getting out of here. Later. That is creepy. I see a scary movie in this episode. But there's a bunch of bear traps and stuff. Creepy. That was creepy. That was freaky deaky. You see that little old house? I don't know if you saw it well, but I saw it. It was clear. It was an old abandoned house. Looked like some squatters could have easily been living in there, just waiting for people to stroll down that trail and eat them. That's what I would do if I was a squatter. Or anything else. Interior-wise, yeah. Interior-wise, the Wrangler is nicer. Definitely more modern. It's got a nice, modern-looking, cool interior. So that definitely was a positive. For the, I'm not gonna lie, that also was a major reason why I liked it, because it has really nice interior. But the seats, I think, on the Liberty are more comfortable in regards to like a long drive, because it's got more room, some leg room on the bottom. So for longer rides, I think the Liberty has more comfortable seats. So that's a big plus. I kind of feel like going to another trail, finding another one. I know there's another entrance, but I'm always kind of weary about going down these unmarked trails, because who knows who's staying back there, and why is the trail actually still in good condition? Makes you wonder. I'm just driving around randomly, looking for some trails. Looking for some trails in the woods. So am I disappointed this thing does not have solid axle in the front? No, I'm not at all. I'm not that aggressive as an off-roader. So in the long run, it doesn't matter to me. It drove actually, the new one seemed like it drove well anyways, so it wasn't really like a big deterrent, but I'm fine. I'm fine with the independent suspension in the front. Totally fine with it. So in regards to like storage room, you know, the Wrangler, the four-door Wrangler actually has more storage room, I believe, than the Liberty. Pretty sure it does. I don't know the exact numbers, but it seems bigger. But the Liberty seems big enough for the most part. But I gotta say that the fact that it has more is definitely an advantage for me, for the Wrangler. That would be Pro Wrangler. But and I still probably, realistically, my next vehicle will probably be a Wrangler, I'm guessing, or a Bronco, or a 4Runner, or something I haven't thought about before. But like I said, there's definitely advantages of the Liberty over the Wrangler. Because the Wrangler was just like the same size as this, a little smaller, a little shorter. Yeah, it should look like it needs to be just scaled down just a little bit for the four-door version, you know. But all in all, it's a nice vehicle, of course. It's a nice vehicle. I like them both. Yeah, I think, you know, I got a thing for newness. I think the newness factor is probably the biggest appeal, to be honest with you. And the manual transmission. That would be fine. All right, well, anyhow, that's my take. Thanks for watching Paul's Take. Make sure to like, subscribe for more videos.